Hey there, it's Jackie here. So what I want to do is today I'm going to tell you about a brand new branch of my business. It's been going for a little while, but I've kind of been figuring out what it is and what it looks like and how permanent it is, figuring all that out before I came in and told you too much about it. The new branch of my business is called Big Star Creations. I love it so much. It's not going anywhere. The reason why this came to be about was because last October, I knew that I was going to be taking about 2 to 3 weeks of work off because I was having some medical procedures done. And I knew that I would need to, at that time, really go into a lot of self-care, be quiet, conserve my energy, focus on recovery, and do something that was very gentle. When I was thinking about what I could possibly do during that period of time, because I knew work wasn't going to be the right thing for me, I really started to remember how much I love creative design, being really in creative mode and doing a lot of different art and exploring a lot of different art concepts. It's something I heavily did all the way through school and into high school, and it's something that I continued to do um, after that. When I became an adult. I would work, but I would always have some creative project on the go outside of that. And what I have been really challenging myself to do throughout this whole process of being a business owner, of being so heavily involved in integrative healthcare and supporting clients, supporting students, supporting, my beautiful membership community, which is my incredible orbit. Throughout all of that, I've really reminded myself that we're not just that, and that it's so unhealthy just to box yourself into thinking that once you do one thing, then that's it. There's no room for anything else and you can't be anything else. And we are by design designed to be creative. And when we are creative, we're also quite intuitive. When we're creative, we're happier, we're more at peace, we feel more balanced. Life is, better all around. It enriches our relationships. So creativity has a much bigger role to play in our lives than what most people realize. And that's something that I really wanted to honor. So when it came to last October and I was getting ready to take this time off, I wanted to think about what I could immerse myself in, what I could learn about, new skills that I could learn. And I remembered quite a few years earlier doing a weekend project with her girlfriend where we worked with polymer clay. And we made pendants to sit on necklaces. I made this beautiful kind of blue and silver pendant that had a tree of life on it, and I absolutely loved it. And I remembered how versatile the clay was, how easy it was to work with. And at the time, I was thinking, gosh, you could do so much with this clay. So I really got hungry for that again. I was like, right, I'm going to stockpile on clay, play around with it, see what it wants to become, what I could do with it. The other thing that I've done in the past, I used to do retail management for a lot of years. And one of my things that I would do as a creative project outside of that was design jewelry. And I used to supply it to shops and it would sell really, really well. It actually got bigger than what I could handle. So I eventually stopped doing it because I couldn't hold space for all of it and be a mum and hold space for managerial duties and balance myself and be a wife and all those kinds of things. So I let it go. Thinking about how I wanted to work with clay, I wanted to marry the two. I wanted to make clay become jewelry. So then I embarked on this huge journey of learning how I could do that. Lots of different tools, lots of different techniques, lots of exploring. And over that 3 weeks, I had the best time. I made earrings for myself. I made more than what I needed, as I usually do, and started giving some away to family, gave some to friends, had clients coming in. Clients would say, what are you wearing? And I'd say, this is my jewelry I've designed. They were looking at the jewelry, then they started buying the jewelry. Then several clients said, why don't you have this on your website? And I thought, yeah, that's right. Like, I have a shop there, it's all ready to go, it's not really being used. Why don't I put them into the shop? So that's what I decided to do. And I've been slowly building up the different collections on the website. So I want to show you what I'm especially very proud of and what I'm really focusing my attentions on. Now, before you ask, I am not in any way stopping my role as a facilitator in integrative healthcare. I'm still going to be doing sessions for people. I have no intention of doing anything but growing the My Incredible Orbit community because it's incredible. I'm still going to be teaching body talk classes. I'm still going to be doing everything that I do. I've just found a way to be able to have that work for me in a much better way where it gives me a lot of balance and a lot of flexibility to be able to do all the creative side of myself as well. So we're just incorporating it all into one big beautiful thing. I want to thank everyone so far for the support that they've given me, all the great feedback, the positivity and the enthusiasm for what I've been sharing and what I've been doing is really lovely. And I want to thank those people who have done that. Thank you very much. What I would love to do is to encourage you to come and join me on my new dedicated Facebook page for this, because this is where everything from this new branch of the business is going to be talked about, is going to be shown. I'm going to talk about creativity on there, might do some tutorials, things like that. Okay, so it's called Big Star Collections. Go find it on Facebook, hit the like button, make sure you're getting all the notifications, and then stay tuned because I'm going to be running some really cool promotions and some giveaway prizes and things like that. Now, let me show you what I've got. There are a ton of different collections on the website. Each collection has its own name. The name has come from somewhere. So in the description, when you go into the collection, I explain where the name of the collection has come from, just so it gives you some understanding on the birthing and creation process behind all of these. Every single creation has a whole host of earrings in there, okay? So when you go onto the website, you go into the shop and you see the name of the collection and you click on it, what will happen is all the earrings in that collection will pop open and you can see exactly what they are, what the size of them are. I have done in most cases, and also what the individual pricing of them are. So these are some here. I'll show you just a couple of examples. I can't show you all of them because the video would be way too long. The other thing is majority of earrings, there's just one of them. It's one of a kind, totally unique. So when you come and get them, that's it. There's not another pair like it, and they're not going to be recreated. It's kind of not my thing, recreating something that I've just done or has been done before. So I'm one of those people where I kind of like moving forward into something new, seeing what else needs to come up that I can birth as creative projects. So you're going to find that I just keep designing other collections. That's another one. Some of them are dangles, some of them are studs. Some of them are silver, some of them are going to be gold. Some of them are also going to be coming in different colors. So the fixings will be black, blue, pink, white. I'm going to have a bit of fun with that over the next coming months. The studs are surgical stainless steel, so they're really good for people with sensitive ears. This is a daisy chain collection, if I remember correctly. And this one was named by one of my Instagram followers, and it's called the Atlantis collection, and I love it. There's so many different styles and designs in that. There's also a section on the shop just dedicated to studs. So feel free to have a look at those. They're all different sizes. So there's some mini studs. There's some studs that are more around the medium size, which is what these are. And then there's studs that go up into a bit more of a bigger one as well. So check them all out. Now, an area that I've just gone into, which I'm so excited about, I can't even tell you, is kits. This is the first kit. It's the only kit that's available at the moment. I'm developing more. I'm just kind of feeling my way into what that needs to be. And by the time we get towards the end of the year, you're going to have so many kits to choose from. Oh my llama. Okay. So this is called a necklace DIY kit. Mostly because you're going to be able to do it yourself, the necklace. Okay. When you open it up, look how cute that is. These are fantastic as something that you gift to yourself. They're only $22, or you gift to somebody else. You know what I would do, only because I get super organized for Christmas, is I would actually buy several of these and stockpile them and then give them as gifts for Christmas. But hey, that's just me. In it, you got a few different things. You have a beautiful organza bag that's full of hand rolled beads. I rolled every single one of these. I absolutely loved the whole process. There's around about 23 beads in each bag. Now that's going to give you the ability to make a really beautiful necklace. You can design it and order them in any way you want to. If you don't want to put all beads on the necklace, and that makes for a really full necklace, then you can put some on your necklace. And the second thing that's in here is a piece of leather cord, really good quality leather cord. Smells divine. Some of them are this light, kind of neutral, natural color. Reminds me of my old buckskin horse. I absolutely love the color of it. And then the other one is a much darker leather. And you'll get in the kit whatever is the best contrasting color to that one. Okay. Or if when you buy it, you want to pop in a note and specify what color leather you want in there, you can do that as well. So you might decide to put some of your beads on your necklace thread, and then you might decide to keep some aside, and there is enough thread here that it will do a necklace and a bracelet if you wanted it to as well. Now if I remember correctly, there's about 120 centimeters of cord here, and what that's going to enable you to do is to be able to alter it. You're going to be able to tie it in slip knots and either have a short necklace or a long necklace, which brings me to my next thing. In your package, you will have instructions or the place to go where to be able to watch a video that I've put together that shows you in really simple terms how to tie your own simple slip knots so that you can alter the length of the necklace really, really easily. I've done it in video form because it's much easier to learn that way than it is maybe off a graphic. The other thing that comes in the kit is a contrasting pair of studs. So you get the whole kit. Everything's handmade, beautiful earrings, contrasting, leather, and your bag of beads as well. And it all gets packaged up. It has some beautiful ribbon wrapped all the way around it, and then it's packaged into a padded bag so it's nice and safe and sent off to wherever you want it to be sent off. These come in all different color combinations, so I've specifically looked at ones that complemented each other really beautifully. Obviously this one's based in the yellows, the blacks, and the whites, but there are ones in pastel pinks and purples, in blues, in teals, in all different color combinations, so check them out. And there's a lot more to go on there as well. So by the end of the year, over the next couple months, there is going to be other kits that go out, some slightly bigger kits that will offer different things. Okay. The next thing that's going to be going on to into the shop are baskets. Now these are textile baskets. They've got lots of beautiful material wrapped around them, and they're all anchored together with cotton or wool, whatever is, you know, going to be working for it at the time when I make it. So these come in all different sizes, shapes, colors, and they have some differences to them as well. Some of them will be round like this, little stumpy pots. Some of them will be smaller, some of them will be longer, thinner, so they can fit into drawers. It's just whatever I feel like producing at that time. Here's another one that I'm going to show you. I love this one. I loved it so much that I kept it for myself, and because I love the color blue, it's kind of my color. This one has little handles. There are other ones that I've made and they've already been sold, but I'm going to put more back into the shop where the handles are pieces of branches that's come off a tree. So I'm really focused also on using things from nature in the products as well. So you're going to find handles that have you know, pieces of wood in them. You're going to find maybe some bits of coral or different shaped stones that are woven into the wall of the basket as well. And I've got some really, really big ones, but I wasn't going to show them on here because I don't even think they'll fit into the camera. But they are so strong, so sturdy that I absolutely love them. Speaking of textiles, I've actually also been making some drink coasters. And I think you're really going to love these. They come in a packet of 4. They're nice and wide. So if you are a hot drink lover like me and you have big mugs that have big bases on them, these have been designed to cope with those big bases. So it doesn't matter what, you know, size drink it is that you have, it's going to fit on there and it's not going to be overlapping. So they are like that. They're nice and thick. If you were to ever get something spilt on these, and I actually spill stuff on mine all the time because I'm a bit, how's your mother, clumsy like that, is that you stick them in a machine, a washing machine bag that you wash all your delicates in. You stick them in there and they wash, no problems at all. They're very, very hardy. That leads me to my next product. I can't keep up with these. These are so popular that they pretty much sell the moment that they go onto the shop, into the shop, I should say. But I've done so many of these over the past. I'm going to show you the one that I personally use myself because I love it. It's this one. So it's a drink coaster, a lot thinner as you can see. It has multiple levels. It's got a cotton backing. The cotton backing will be a contrast color to whatever is on the front. And then it's finished off around the edge to bring all the layers together. So this is Australian merino wool. Love using locally sourced products and supporting other people in their business ventures. And most of it comes to me already. It's already gone through the process of being coloured and being cared for beautifully. Sometimes I just can't get the colour that I'm looking for, and so I dye it myself. You'll find that nearly every coaster is completely different. I've never done a coaster that is the same as another one. So that's a beautiful thing. You're not going to find 4 of, you know, the same of these coasters. They're individual and they're designed to be that way. Each one tells a different story. Each one has different colors. One might be round. I've got ones that are also, you know, square, some that are a bit smaller, some that are bigger. So that's kind of more of a flower. Reminded me of a, not an iris, I can't remember the flower, but it reminded me of that. Darker colors, warmer colors. This one's my little sheep. That's cool as well. So a lot of contrast stitching on these, either hand done or done by machine, whatever takes my fancy on the day. That's got some contrast stitching on the back, which you may be able to see. There you go. And then there's this one. This is one of my favorites as well. I can't get it to go straight. And it's just got contrast on the back. Now, I made all of these probably around about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I use this every single day. It gets coffee spilt on it. It's had food spilt on it. I throw it into a washing machine bag, you know, for your delicates, and just wash it that way on a normal wash. It comes out exactly perfect. They're very, very hardy, very long wearing, very unique, very individual. And I can't wait to actually be able to finish some of these off so I can get them back into the shop. So that's what my focus is. That's what I'm going to be bringing forward and offering as we move forward. If you've got any ideas about any of that, if you've got any suggestions that you think that I would like to know, then bring them forward. But what I would love for you to do is support in some way. Whether you can jump on over and like the Big Star Collections Facebook page, or whether you share this video or this email, however it's come to you, with a friend, somebody that you know that loves good design, good creativity, and loves supporting, businesses like I do. And I would love to hear your thoughts on all of this. Yeah, so I look forward to feedback. I look forward to the conversation that comes from it, and I look forward to seeing you somewhere on that page at some point, where I'm going to be sharing all of the new designs, anything that I'm working on, how I do that. So maybe some tutorial stuff. And I also would like to talk about, from time to time, creativity, different forms of creativity, and the purpose it serves in our happiness, in our health, and in our life. So I really look forward to being able to do that with you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you really soon. Bye for now.